Hey everybody, I'm here for your April the 21st, Tuesday, April the 21st, Breakfast Read Aloud, and we are continuing with our theme this week of Little Red Riding Hood. It is actually our last Once Upon a Time story that we're going to read, our last fairy tale. And yesterday I told you guys about the classic. Today is going to be a different take on it. It is called Ninja Red Riding Hood by Corey Rawson Schwartz, illustrated by Dan Sentat. Ninja Red Riding Hood. Let's see. Ooh, that's a beautiful picture to begin with. He's walking across water on a bridge. Interesting. Are you paying attention to where you're videoing? Are you, JC? Okay. Once upon a ninja-filled time, a wolf couldn't catch any prey. He kept getting licked by the dinner he picked and was growing more ticked by the day. Look, it's licking him. Oh, the turtle even beat him up. Now a praying mantis poked him in the eye. His belly was aching for bacon. I'm wasting away, he complained. To huff and to puff was no longer enough. Oh look, it did a little turn on the pig. So he snuck into school to be trained. He practiced his kayaks for hours. He mastered the whirlwind and wheel. He jackknifed and flipped, and at last felt equipped to once again catch a good meal. Drooling with anticipation, he set off in search of some meat. While deep in the wood, he met Riding Hood. I'm bringing my grandma a treat. The wolf licked his chops when he saw her and hastily thought up a plan. There are blossoms that way. You can pick a bouquet to give to your little old gran. Then the wolf took a shortcut to Grandma's, where he thought that he'd find her in bed. But Granny was gone, so he put her robe on and eagerly waited for Red. Soon after, he heard someone knocking. He called out, "My dear, come on in. Oh, don't you look good in your lovely red hood, but a shame that you've gotten so thin." Little Red took a look at her granny and said, "What on earth did you do? I could swear that your eyes have completely changed size. Hey, Gran, are you sure that is you?" "Of course it is me, my sweet darling. The better to see you, my dear. And your ears are so long. Something really seems wrong." "Oh, my girl, it's all better to hear. And those biceps, my gosh, they look massive. And your triceps and delts are immense." "The better for hugging," her grandma said, shrugging. "Dear Red, that's just plain common sense. And those teeth, they look so much sharper. Why, yes, all the better to chew." Let me make sure that's right. All the better to chew. He jumped out of bed to gobble up Red. But she'd gone to ninja school too. That is a cool picture. Can you see the whole thing? She grappled and sideswiped and twisted and escaped from his clutches unscratched. She attempted a lock, but he managed to block. They appeared to be evenly matched. Just then they both heard someone chopping. A woodsman, Red thought, but instead it was Gran in her gi. She'd just come from Tai Chi. Don't you dare harm a hair on her head. The wolf took a swing at that instant, but Red deftly dodged the attack. She got a good grip, threw him over her hip, and the wolf wound up flat on his back. Look at him. "I'll skedaddle," the wolf said in anguish as he struggled back up to his feet. "Just a second, you beast. You will not be released till you promise to give up red meat." Though his tummy still rumbled with hunger, the wolf faced his rival and vowed, "Ninja Red, you have won. My meat days are done." "Oh, Red Chan," said Gran, "I am so proud." Then Red and the wolf bowed politely, and Gran gave him half of her peach pie. The wolf was a mess. He'd had way too much stress. "I guess I'll give yoga a try." He enrolled at the Downward Dog Center, where his tension began to decrease. He studied with yogis and said no meat to hoagies, and felt at last, truly at peace. Oh, look at him walking back. The end. I thought that was a super cute Little Red Riding Hood, take on Little Red Riding Hood, and I loved how it rhymed. And it had a similar tale as the original, that the little girl was going to see Grandma, and on the way she got distracted, and she went there anyway, and the wolf had beaten her and dressed up as Grandma, and oh, what big eyes, what big ears, what big teeth. But it was different, and it wasn't a woodsman who came to save her, but like she thought, it was Grandma, and she knew Tai Chi. And then they turned the wolf into a vegetarian. They said no more red meat. So it was a pretty good take on Little Red Riding Hood. We have another version tomorrow. I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. Bye.